You're welcome to the video tutorial. In the video tutorial, I'm going to show you the dashboard overview of WordPress. Alright, so I may not be able to cover everything in detail, but as little as I can cover so that you can be able to navigate through and then know what to do when you come to the dashboard. So we have already logged into the dashboard. If you watched my previous video, you will know how to log in. But if you don't know, like we say, just go to your website name and then type /wp-admin, wp-admin, and then click on enter. Alright, so it will take you to your dashboard. So this is the dashboard, like I said. So the first thing you will see here, it's your website name, and it is written my blog. Our site will never be my blog, so we are going to edit our site. Okay, so if you want to view the site, you can click on here and view your site. So you can only see, okay, this if you log in, and home, you can see here if there are updates, that's where you're gonna be seeing updates. In the posts, all posts. So here is a place where you will be seeing your posts. Now let's click on all posts. So you see hello world. So if you check your website now, let's check the site. Okay, so hello world is the post you will see anytime. Okay, so that is hello world. So we're going to trash this. We don't need it right now. Okay, so let me refresh and then see what is there. Alright, so nothing because I've already trashed the post. So we can add more posts from here. You can click on add new if you want to add a post. Alright, so that's what you do. You add posts from here. So I'm not going to add any posts for now. I'm just showing the overview. Alright, let me go back. And you can check on add new here, category. So when you add posts, you can categorize them, and also you can use tags. Okay, so as we continue, we're going to see all those things. And the next one is media library. Here is where your files are going to be stored. Okay, you can add new media. Or automatically, whenever you want to insert any picture in your website or anything, it will come to the media. So but now if you want to add it on our own, we can bring it here. So what we don't want to add it for now. Then the pages, that's another part of the website. So there's no any website without pages. So here we have about 2 pages right now. There's privacy and the sample page. So if you check on the sample page, you're gonna see okay, let's view it. Okay, so this is the sample page. This is an example. So let's go back. So if you want to add a page, you click on add page. And then you title it, let's say home page. Okay, it's already showing us templates, and I don't want to use any templates. Let me click on home. Okay, so you click on publish. So now let's go back. So you see this is a home page we added. So but that's not what we want to do. So I'm only showing example. So I'm going to trash everything. Okay, so and I move them to trash all of them. Okay, so if you check, you're not going to see any page anymore. Go in here at the comments. When you post any blog, that's where people are going to be commenting. So any comment that comes to your website is going to be here. You can either approve it, or you can make it a spam, or you trash it anyone. So if the comment is not really a good one, your settings should be able to show you what to do with it, if you will approve or not. So and that's why it will not be good for you to just allow your comments to be comment without any without you viewing them. Okay, so because people can be sending you spam messages, spam comments. Okay, then the next one is appearance. So in every site there are things So it's a theme that makes your website to be unique. All right, so let's click on themes. Okay, so you can see the themes we're using is 2025 theme. Now let's check and confirm if it is true. All right, let's check it here, 2025, and this theme is not what we're going to be using in building our site, because if you use it, it's not going to give us what we really want. Okay, so at the end of it, we're going to see the you'll see many of them here. But if you want to install another theme, you can add new. Okay, so you can also upload a theme using your files. Okay, so I can click and upload, but I'm not going to upload any theme for now. Okay, so, and you can also insert from the library here. About 810 themes are here already. I mean 8,010, yeah, even more than that. Okay, yeah, popular themes. So theme editor, we are not going to edit anything since we have not even installed any. Then we can customize the theme. So anything that's here, you can customize it. Okay, so we will still talk on that. Then the next one is plugins. What are plugins? Plugins are things that also add functionality to our website. So now, if there are plugins already, you're going to click on install, you'll see them. Now there are plugins. And these plugins, they are inbuilt plugins. Like when we were doing the installation, it came along with it. And some of them we don't like them. So we are going to mark them. I think I will mark all of them. Yes, I don't like any of them here right now. So I'm going to delete. Okay, so click on deactivate phase and apply. Okay, then select all. Click on delete. Okay, so I said we don't like any plugin. So if we want to add new, we can click on add new. Okay, so there are a lot of plugins, also thousands of them, okay, that we can also add based on the functionality that we want on the site, because it is plugin that we use to add anything to our website that will make the website to function, right? So, and then, like we have already said, we can also upload a plugin, just like a theme. Okay, so a theme is the structure of the site, while the plugins are just like the building blocks. Okay, so once you have already made the structure, there is no way you can destroy it, because the moment you have already selected your theme, so you cannot change it. If you change it, it will affect the site completely. But plugins, you can change plugins based on the functionalities you want on the site. Okay, because let's say for instance, you want a plugin that will make you make payments directly on your site. Okay, so like you can use any plugins. There are many of them. Okay, so it depends on what you want your site to display. Okay, so we have if we want a editor for our site, because if you go to pages like that time, so you will see if you want to add page. So this is how it looks, and this look, I think it's not really very beautiful. So but with plugin, you can decide to say let me add kind of something that will make my site to look so beautiful whenever I want to edit it. So and you can add classic editor. Let's say editor. So if you search on classic, you're gonna see classic editor, the plugins. So okay, I just want to show you now we can install it, and then we can activate it so that you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is it. I've installed Classic Editor. Now let's go back to our pages and see how it will look. So add new page. So you see how it looks now, more professional. So because of Classic Editor, that this is looking like this. So there are a lot of things that we can use the plugin for. Okay, so when it comes to building the website, we can use many website builders, like for instance Elementor and other things like that. I'm sure you may know Elementor, but if you're just a beginner, just watch, you are going to know what thing I'm talking about right now. Okay, so I'm really happy that you are following me. Then the next one is all users. Okay, let's go to users. Okay, so you can see the users here. I'm the user here. So, and then let's check. You can decide to add a user. Alright, and then you can decide to change the role. Now, if I want to change the role, I can change it to subscriber, contributor, author, editor, administrator. So if you add any user, alright, so you can give them role. Okay, so like Ufmina cannot change myself to subscriber, because if I do, I'll lock myself out. So I can't be able to use the account anymore. Alright, so then profile. Okay, so you click on the profile also. So if you want to change your profile as well, the language, default, username, then I can decide to write my complete name in here. So, but that's not an issue for me right now. Then go to tools, available tools, import, site health, export data, and the rest of them. So we will not talk about much. We will not talk much on that. Then the settings, it's also very important. Let's go to general settings. Alright, so this is where you're going to edit the title of your website and also the taglines. Then the site icon and also the email. Okay, so all these things are very important. And if you want any member to register and want to register, you click on this. But if you don't want nobody to register, then you leave it. Then after that, you save. Then let's go back to writing. Okay, so also writing, anytime you post a blog, what do you want it to be? If you want it to show any category, then you're going to select the category. Then here, default post format, standard, a file gallery, quote, anyone, you can select from here. Then the editor you want to use. So you see, because we add classic that time, so it already selected classic. So let's assume we remove classic editor. Let me go back to plugin and show you what I'm talking about. Now plugins, I'm gonna deactivate this. Okay, and to delete it completely, because I don't even need it right now. Alright, so let's go back to the settings, the writings. Okay, so I understand now. So the reason why that did not even show is because we don't have any editor, so it completely leave the default editor. So that's why it will not even show any selection. Alright, so you see how the thing has become. So but if we install our own plugin again, if I let us install it again, because I want to be sure that what we are doing is really what is happening. Okay, so classic editor. Okay, install it. Alright, so after it. Alright, so then we're going to go back to the settings and check our writings. Alright, so you see what I'm saying right now. So that time it disappeared because it assumed that it's only block editor we have. So now that we have classic and we also have block editor, so if you want to change default editor for users, you can change it to classic or block editor. Okay, so I think we'll solve that issue. So now the next one is reading. Alright, so in the reading, that's where you're going to see the blog pages. So if you want your blog pages to show 10 posts or maybe less than that, you can select from here. So like I said, in the blog post, that is the post where that's where you're going to be posting your blogs. Okay, so and then the number of the blogs you want to show is here that you determine that. Okay, then the feeds, also syndicate feeds, that will be showing in the recent blog. So we will talk about those ones later. Then for each post in a feed, then you see full excerpt, text or excerpt. That is a link of the text or full text. And I'm sure you know when to see full text, you can do excerpt. Alright. So, and then in search engine visibility, if you want to encourage, you okay, if you want to discourage, you click on the checkbox. If you want to discourage it, then you leave it. Alright, so after everything, you click on save. And the next one is discussion, right? So let me click on the discussion. Alright, so discussions, the 4 posts, attempt to notify any blog link from the post, and all this. Like I said that time, you don't need to allow users to send posts without your own consent. Okay, so if you don't want them to send any comments, you click on here so that they will not send any spammy comments. At the end of the day, you'll get reported. Okay, yes, you have the ability to delete comments, but why waste your time? I think if you are not sure of what they are going to say, leave them to send it first before you can approve it or not. Then all these other settings here, then just check and then set them. Alright, so the other one here is the media. That's in the setting. So you can decide to say you want your media to be 150 by 150 or 150 height, 150 also width, or you can decide to maybe add. Alright, that's the thumbnail size. So it depends on how you want it to show. And like I say, the media is where your files are going to be stored, especially the images and every other thing. Okay, so crops, if you want your media to be cropping the images, then you can also click this. And the medium size, it can be 300 by 300 or anyone. So those are the kind of settings. After everything, you click on set. And the next one is the permalinks. Then this permalink is very important. Okay, so this one, permalink structure, if you really want your address here to be showing some flimsy kind of numbers, then you are going to select plain, right? Yes, so you're not going to be seeing home or anything, but you'll be seeing all these numbers and day and month, day and name. So you're going to be seeing 2026, this is an sample post, and which you don't like that. Okay, the sample post here, it connotes the page name that you're going to be leaving. So if you create a home page, you're going to see the date 2026, then /home or /about /services, and which you don't want to see the date, right? So the month also, it descends, so you're gonna show also the days and also the month and name. Alright, then numeric is going to be showing archive and its numbers, so it's not gonna be looking nice. Then the next one, post name, and then the other one, custom name. So you can decide to be the one to always put on it here, and which you will not even want it to be like that. So I think the one we are going for is this post name. That's the best. Okay, so only your website name / the post name. Do you see that? So that is how you're gonna do. So as we select this, we're gonna save it immediately because we want to use it. Alright, so that's that for that. Then the privacy. Okay, so we don't have any privacy. Why? Because we trash our privacy. So if we want to restore the current page, we can restore it. So if we want to create our own privacy, we will create it. So next, I'm sure we are going to create our own. That's why we trash that was. But if you want to restore it, here it is. We can just click on restore. Okay, and here it is already. Then all the, so we are going to delete all this. We don't need them now. It's okay, also our pages. So delete permanently. I don't even want any temptation of saying I'm going to restore them. Alright, so don't worry, we're going to create our pages anew. So that is that for the WordPress dashboard overview. So I hope you have learned a lot. So if you still have challenge or any issue, please do let me know so that I can do another tutorial that will help you. So if you want also us to follow each one after the other, maybe you want pause on its own video so that we can create pause, or you want media so that we can upload, or pages so we can create only pages, then appearance and all this, then you let me know. So, but I hope you have learned a lot and you will continue to learn more. So I hope to see you in another video. Okay.